Hi everybody, it's Cindy the Scrapologist. Thanks for coming back. I wanted to show you an experiment I did. Have seen several videos on YouTube about making papers using Citrasolv. And I didn't see any junk journalers doing it. They were mostly artists and who use these to paint on and use them for collages and things. And I thought, well, these would look nice in a junk journal too. So I gave it a try. I'm not going to do a whole tutorial there. I'm going to show you the link below of the tutorial that I followed to do this. I watched a bunch of them, and her tutorial was really the best in terms of giving you information that the others didn't and showing you specifically how to do it. So I'm not going to do a tutorial, but I'm going to give you a couple of hints. First of all, well, in case you don't know, Citrasolv alters. You take a National Geographic magazine, a colored one, not one of the old black and white ones. You put this Citrasolv product on it. This is a degreaser, and what it does is it dissolves the ink on the National Geographic page. So she goes through taking out the advertising papers and the covers and whatnot, and how to put the Citrasolv on. And like I said, I'll link that below. But the one thing that she said, which other people didn't say, is that you do have to buy the concentrate. This is it, Citrasolv concentrate. And I'll look for a link for this and link it below. I wasn't able to find this locally in hardware stores or anything. I had to buy it online. So I'll try to find a link for that too. But the first thing I bought before I saw her video, I didn't buy the concentrate, and I bought it in a spray bottle because I thought, oh, that's going to be so much easier than the way everybody's doing it, sprinkling it on. Well, unless you get the concentrate, this doesn't work at all. And the spray bottle, you don't get enough coverage. So that's one thing that was really important. Concentrate and not in a spray bottle, because what you're going to do is, I don't know if this is, I used this one yet. No. So what you're going to do is poke a hole in the top of the tin foil here, and then you're going to spritz it all over it. All over the National Geographic. So this is the kind you want. You also want to protect your hands. They claim it's all natural, but you know how that goes. It's not necessarily true, and it's it's a degreaser. It's very astringent. It will just suck the oils right out of your skin. So I made the mistake of grabbing some latex gloves from my husband's electronics lab, and it ate right through the fingertips. I just had fingers sticking out. So you have to use the chemical resistant, like the ones you use to clean toilets with. You need those kind of gloves. That's my second tip. Third tip, do this outside. I'm so sick of this orange smell by now. I don't know how long it's going to take to get the orange smell off of here. I thought my studio smelling like coffee stained paper was bad, but this is worse. so so do it outside. Those are my hints. So let me just show you a few of how my pages turned out. Oh, and what I plan on doing with these is I thought they would look really neat because they're kind of glossy, so I don't know that I want to use them as journal pages inside. I might change my mind on that. But I could make tags, pockets. You could do anything that you can do with paper with these. But what I thought would look really nice is this is a book I'm planning on taking apart to make into a junk journal. And so let's pretend this is a finished junk journal. And why not use these in the front just like you would use marbleized paper? I think this is going to look fantastic. You open up the book and that's the first thing you see, and I think that that's what I'm going to do with it. And then ideas will develop from there. The video I'm going to link below, she has a 3-part series, I think it is, and in the second and third parts, she's an artist and she shows you what she does with the paper. She does a lot of neat things, so you can get other ideas there. But I noticed that I didn't put enough product on. This was my first time. So there's still a lot of words showing through. And for me, if I am, maybe this one I will use as a junk journal page. Because as junk journalists, I don't think we really mind a lot of times having the words show through. So that's not bothering me too much on some of these. And here you can kind of see the old image. I didn't quite put enough up here, but I don't mind that either. This one, I didn't really do anything down here, so I'll probably, if I use this side, I'll just cut it off here for now. But some of these pages, just look at this one. Just turned out so cool. I noticed too that if you leave them stuck together to dry, you get a different effect. Let's see. Well, I know I can show you one. Um, this is kind of cool. You have to decide which side you want to use too. See, you can tell that I just didn't use enough product. But that's, your first time. Sometimes it's just hard to tell. Ooh, that is neat. That is really neat. This has kind of a cool thing here. Little pattern. This page had a lot of black on it, probably a lot of ink. They're kind of still stuck together. So that gives you an idea. That's a really neat one. It just really looks like marbleized paper almost. But let me show you. I have some that I still haven't pulled apart. Ooh, that one's got a lot of green in it. I like that. Ugh, the orange smell though, the citrus smell is... Wish we had smell-o-vision so I could just poof it over to you for a second. You'd see what I mean. That's really cool too. But, so let's see. Here's... Where did I stop pulling papers apart? I don't know. Ooh. That one looks really neat too. I think I stopped... Oh. I think I got a little more heavy-handed as I went along. Beautiful. Okay, here's ones I haven't pulled apart yet. Here we go. Ooh. Beautiful. And it's really exciting to kind of flip them and see what you get. But these I let dry together instead of pulling them apart and spreading them all out. I just didn't have the room on my porch to just spread out every single page individually. So I actually kind of let it dry in clumps. And it gives you a little bit of a different effect when you let them dry stuck together than if you separate them. So some of these, that's not really all that thrilling. Yeah, I didn't use very much towards the end here. Okay, here's a nice one. Those are really nice. You tend to, I think when you let them dry stuck together, you tend to get more of these things. She also showed a technique where you can take your page and go like this and make a little ripple effect. You do that while it's wet. You can hang them if you want it to drip down. I didn't want that look particularly. Well, that's a really nice one. See? It would just be so beautiful in the front of a journal. Don't you think? And even if you let them dry this way, because of the glossy paper that Nat Geo uses, you can still pull them apart. See how easy they come apart? That's a nice one. And I'll probably just put them in my book press and flatten them all out. Or I might just take them outside and let them air out because, oh, my sinuses. Ooh, that one's really stuck together. Oh, but it's very nice. I think there's another one on here. Is this a double page? I don't know. There it is. It's tearing a little bit. This one was really stuck together. Oh, I think this is one of those fold outs. You know how sometimes they have. That is so pretty. Look at the pink and brown. I love that combination. But you know how sometimes in National Geographic they have a page that folds way out? I think that's what this was. And I like that too. Let's do a couple more. I think next time what I would do, now that I've experimented once, I would do a bunch of Nat Geos all in one sitting. Because I don't think this is something I want to do. Oh, look at that one. Almost looks like something like outer space. Beautiful. I don't think this is something I want to do like every time I run out of papers. I would rather just... I bought 4 National Geographics at a thrift store just to try this. And I'll probably just do the other 3. Now see, I really do like the pages better when you dry them together. I think it gives you a nicer effect versus something like this. I don't know if you can see the difference, but it kind of mutes the colors a little more, and it doesn't seem to be quite as glossy, although that might just be my imagination. Oh, look at that. So fun. I think I would have had a lot more better results if I had used more of the Citrasolv, so be generous with it. This has a cool kind of yellow streak up the center. That's really neat. Loving that. And that's pretty. This was actually one I shouldn't have used, but it didn't turn out bad at all. It was one of the thicker papers that they use at the end and at the beginning for advertisements. Oh, and it's got 2 eyes. And you can kind of see some geometric drawing in here. That is awesome. That is so mysterious and cool. This is just going to go up on my wall, I think. I might embellish this a little bit and put it up on my wall. That's really neat. So anyway, that was my experiment. If you like this look, I would highly encourage you to try it, but be prepared to take some time and do it in the summer when you can go outside. Make sure you get the concentrate. Make sure you use some good chemical gloves, and maybe you'll have a lot of fun with it. I'm gonna do the other 3 magazines. I like this enough, but first I'm gonna try to air these out somehow. Oh my gosh, that is so mysterious. That is so cool. Okay. Anyway, let me know if you've ever tried this or if you plan on trying it. I would love to hear your thoughts on this, and let me know whether or not you like these papers. What's your opinion on how these turn out? Okay, that's it for today. Have a wonderful afternoon. Have a wonderful 4-day weekend if you get to have one this 4th of July. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.